If there was like one word to like describe like reason why it didn't work, it's just because of ego. Like too much ego on one team, and that's why it just didn't work out. It was, I don't know, it was like, there's like a lot of reasons, I guess, like why Zer0 didn't work out. It's just like, I don't know. I think it was just ego. If there was like one word to like describe like reason why it didn't work, it's just because of ego. Like too much ego on one team, and that's why it just didn't work out, like mostly. But like, I don't know. Like I always believe that Zer0 should have been playing crypto. Like I know that like Zer0 is like insanely good at mouse and key and mechanically and shit like that, but at the end of the day, like controller is just better than mouse and key, like majority of the time, and he needs to give up his like what he's doing right now with Liquid. What he should have done like with me and Jen, or like me and Walty. But I think he had to see it like as like he needed to see it the worst way possible. He needed to learn the hard way to like understand this is what he needed to do. He needed to like, because of his ego. Like it was just his ego like telling him like, this entire time I've never played support character. I'm never going to play support character. Why should I do it now? Like I'm gonna have someone else do it, right? So like even when he gave us a chance to do it in the first place, like him play support role, it was very, very, very short-lived, and there was like no room for learning. Like it was just like, you play these characters, if you can't play them like right then and there, you're just fucking stupid and you can't play them. So just get it, like we're swapping, right? And there, that was just the wrong way to do it. Like, but now he's doing what he should have done on his previous teams, like with me and Walsey or me and Jen. But he had to learn the hard way to do, like, figure that out. Like he had to lose a lot to be like finally accepted. Like, yeah, I should probably just do it now, type of thing. So. And that was just because of ego. So, like, and yeah, that's how it is. Like, I don't know. Like, obviously, like, we didn't, I don't know. Like, it's not entirely his fault, but I feel like the only way to, like, fix the team at the time and, like, kind of make shit work was to do that. Because obviously what we were doing at the moment wasn't fucking working, but he didn't want to do that, so we didn't have any choice but to fucking, like, just part ways at that point. And Zer0 also Zer0 likes also play, like, very risky. Like, he like, sometimes makes calls that are just, like, insanely high risk, high reward, and that just, like, doesn't help your team, I feel like, at all. Well, not doesn't really help your team, but more so, like, that creates so much pressure on your team to do the right thing, because if you're always calling high risk, high reward shit, and you're the one playing, like, the aggressive characters, you're basically making, like, a recipe for, like, disaster, or, like, recipe for failure for your teammates. Because, like, let's say we're trying to fight a 3v3 that's very risky and really hard to win and, like, not get downed, but I'm fucking playing Caustic or some, like, stupid ass character that is, like, doesn't really do anything for me to play aggressive, right? Like, I might be like, I might be worse mechanically than Zer0 because of what, R5 diff, but I'm on controller and he's mouse and key. Like, I'm more likely to do a lot more than he does in a fight. So it's like, I'm expected to do so much damage, but I'm like capped of what I'm already playing. Like, I'm playing anchor characters and I have to output like so much damage when I could be doing that if I played, like, the characters that Zer0 would be playing at the time. But I couldn't, because I'm playing characters that are capping me. I couldn't. So it just didn't, like, it was just never gonna work. I have 10 times less control of the game in my gameplay playing fucking Caustic Ramparts and, like, defensive characters compared to fucking playing, like, Wraith Altar and shit like that. That was one thing that like really like was so annoying when I was like not IGLing. I was like in a position to like have very little control of my game. Like I was just like there to follow around and like win a fight occasionally, but the game wasn't like in my control. I was just like a puppet walking, like following around, So I also don't, like, at the same time, I don't blame Zer0 for like not wanting to like step down because I wouldn't do that shit either. But at the same time, it was, I don't know. It's hard to like, it's hard for someone to be like successful for like so long in a certain like position or role, and then to like finally accept it that he should like change his role or play a different role, right? And the only way for him to like accept that was to when he starts losing, to like finally be like, okay, maybe I should listen, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't regret playing with him. You know, we still did well. Like there was moments that we did really well, and it was worth it. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, we won on LAN. We won Pro League. We got second at EWC. Like we were still the best team in the world. Like we had the best average placements out of anyone else. Like we had the highest champs points. Like we had just had such high expectations of ourselves. Even us being the best overall like LAN team or best performing teaming of the year was not good enough for us. It just wasn't good enough. Like we were expected to just like top 3 or win everything, and yeah, he's gonna fucking die here. What the f is he doing? Hello? What the f?
Can you kill us already?
Savvy, thanks for 14 months.
No bomb. Bomb one.
Might die to that.
We're right here, right? There's no minus? Or what?
No, they drove past.
Okay, we're good. Sure. My bad.
And then the whole ego thing too is like, most of the time it was literally just a battle between like me and Zer0. Basically, like he would think that he would make the right call, and then we wouldn't execute it properly because it's, you know, high risk, high reward call constantly. And then, or I would just be like, yeah, no, your call was fucking shit, and it was just like just like a permanent disagreement between the two of us basically. Like he wouldn't admit that he had like a dog shit call, and I wouldn't admit like I could have done more or something like that. So that was just like what it was. Like towards the end, that's how I kind of felt. Like when it comes to like, I was feeling like, okay, like you're putting us in like a spot where I feel like it's literally impossible for me to like fucking have success. So, and it was just, yeah, I don't know. I think the same thing that happened with me and Mac happened with me and Evan, where even though Mac disagrees with me, it was getting to the point where my teammates started to resent me, and there was no coming back from that. So it's definitely not gonna happen. There's no way we were staying together. It wasn't really more. It wasn't like more so like they get like the team vibe wasn't like great. Like it's just more me and Evan, and then obviously on top of like us getting 17th, it was just like, okay, a little cherry on top at the time. So and Mac, it was the same thing with Mac. Mac like just couldn't like deal with my shit anymore after like a certain amount of time. So yeah, some people couldn't like deal with it. Some people have a timer, they can deal with it for a little bit, and then they just can't deal with it anymore, type of thing. Mac even said he said the same thing he did in what happened with Evan. Yeah, it's I don't blame anyone for it, like resenting me. You know, obviously someone like me breathing down your neck 24/7. It's just the problem is like when you start getting resented on, it's like when they do actually make a mistake and fuck up, it's like there's like no way to talk to them or like have an actual like meaningful conversation and fix the mistake. It's just like at the point where it's like I don't want to listen to you. I don't even care that like I fucked up in type of way, you know. And that's just like, you know, it's not gonna work anymore. I must like the fight the way you talk to folk. No, I've never been in a fight, man. I don't know. I take Apex very, very seriously, and if you don't like take it the same way, then we can't play together. Basically, that's I don't know. Like if you're someone on my team that is like making stupid mistakes, like you're jeopardizing my career because of your stupid shit, and I'm not gonna let that slide. And I'm expecting the same, you know, with me. If I'm making mistakes that is like costing us like your career or money, like I'm not gonna be nice to you, you know. Like this is a team game. Like it doesn't even matter if I play my best if you're fucking stupid as on my team, you know. So yeah, that's just how I see it, like how it's always been. I don't take it as in like, oh, I play a video game, like I don't need to be so angry. It's just more so like I know the consequences of making certain mistakes when it actually matters, and if I like don't take it as like if I don't take it as serious as I need to be in practice, and they're gonna make the same mistake again when it actually matters, then it's already too late. And like my career is like going down the drain. I'm losing opportunities that I could have if I like took practice seriously. So I don't know. You just have to have it like think it differently and like think about it differently to like understand like my perspective, I guess. Obviously it's not healthy. Like I would never say like there's nothing like that exists that is like perfect. You know, like my like way of acting is not perfect, right? But there's pros and cons to it, you know? There's only a select few amount of people that can deal with it or accept it and understand it, and yeah, so As long as you have the right people on your team to like understand it and accept it, it's not a big deal. Like it's fine. But that's like very hard to find at the same time. Like you have to have that's the thing. That's like the best way to describe it. You have to find like like-minded people. And I feel like that's like with anything. Like not even with fucking games. Like just anything. Like anything when it comes to work or passion of your passion or your hobbies. Like you have to be surrounded by people that, you know, think the same way as you. If you don't, then it's not gonna work. And it's just life, I guess. Durka, thank you for the tier 3 14 months. What's my thoughts on the process of signing a team like this when the past land champs are unsigned? No idea. I have no idea what JDG is thinking in their brain. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is an interesting spot to play. I feel like it's not great. They're dead. They're definitely fucking dead, I think. Definitely fucking dead. Yep. Holy naughty call. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what like JDG is doing, to be honest. Like, out of all the teams that you could assign in NA, like, you pick Shooby's team, like, they're not bad, but it's like, there's a lot of other good teams that are better than them that should be signed. Like, you have Drop's team that's not signed. Maybe if JDG wanted a cheap team, like, maybe Naughty and them didn't ask for a lot of money, which is the reason why they picked them. I think that's, like, the only thing that can, like, make sense in my head for them to be signing this team is because they probably don't have to pay them a lot, right? Compared to like Drop's team that's more successful, right? And they're gonna ask for more. I think that's like the only reason, like, that's why JDG would pick a team like this. But Max and pick 3 months. Also, like, I don't know. Just because you like win a LAN, I don't believe like you should just be signed. Like if you look at like Oblivion's past like records before like winning Sapporo, it's, you know, not very good or not good at all. So like, you kind of need like you gotta like show some consistency. Like probably the best free agent team in NA right now is definitely like Drop's team, like DKK, to be signed. But I'm sure they're not like cheap. You would have to pay them like at least 3 or 4K like minimum each. So yeah, I don't know. Like DKK haven't won like a single LAN, but they've always performed like top 5 a lot of the time, or even top 7. So it's just like definitely a better team to like rely on. But I don't know. I think JDG just picked a team that's cheap to play with, that like has prior experience, that has kind of some promise, but they don't have to pay them a lot. So I highly doubt JDG is paying them a lot, to be honest. I highly doubt it. They're so fucking dead.
Bye floating.
Liquid's dead. Sorry, I'm missing shit. I'm yapping. Liquid's dead. 18th. Contract negotiations go with the Falcons. It's pretty simple. Hey, give me a little raise. Hey guys, I've been loyal to your org for 2 years. We've been pretty good for the most part. Still the best team in the world. If I'm going to re-sign, I'm going to need a pay raise. So, if you got a pay raise, pretty simple. No one else can fucking attest to Falcons fucking, like, contracts, because Falcons can offer the same salary probably as everyone else. But the biggest difference between Falcons and anybody else in like the NA scene especially is, or I guess in Apex, or just in general, is if you're like a streamer like me, their sponsorships on Falcons don't conflict with yours at all. Because all of Falcons sponsorships are all like Middle Eastern sponsors. So like if I want to stick to Red Bull instead of like, you know, being signed to like Falcons, like some like caffeine sponsor, it wouldn't even matter because they're not in the same region. Like there's no like conflicts, and that's like a really big deal. It depends on every person. Like if you're not a streamer, it doesn't really mean shit. But from my POV, since I have like a following and I stream and blah blah blah, like having an org that doesn't have any sponsor conflictions, I can not only get a high salary, but I also get sponsorship money at the same time. Compared to like if I joined a team like NRG or Optic, fucking any, like, you know, even an EU org, like there could be sponsor like conflictions that will like make me lose money, and then the org would have to compensate for that, right? Like let's say I want to have a sponsorship, I want to individually be sponsored by Logitech, but the org I'm joining is sponsored by Razer or some shit. Now I have a problem. I can't sign a Logitech because the org I'm joining is signed by Razer. So then the org that is sponsored by Logitech or Razer, whatever they have to like give me the money or give me like some type of compensation for that like sponsor that I don't have anymore because I'm joining their org. But like I said, Like with Falcons, I don't have that problem, like ever. And it's probably like the only org that I don't have a problem with in regards to that. I don't think I could probably find any other org that like has issues. So yeah, it's pretty like win-win scenario for everyone in every like situation. Sony, thanks for Prime. Like there was a time where I was like talking to Optic, like we were like before Falcons or whatever. Like we were talking to Optic, but Optic wasn't really. The problem is that you like nobody. A lot of orgs don't even want to like compete against Falcons when it comes to like contracts because you're just gonna get outbid by Falcons like majority of the time, and I don't think Optic is really interested in Apex in the first place, so nothing really came out of it. NRG was interested at some point, but then again, like they weren't offering the same shit as Falcons at all. Like it wasn't even fucking close. And again, like NRG, I would have a lot of sponsor problems with them because they're an NA org. So, and I think they had Rockstar as a sponsor, but that just wasn't a good idea either.